Oh, it's down. Hang on. Hi everyone, I'm Lee. This is like my first proper nail video where I show my face. Yes, I look like a troll. I haven't bothered putting makeup on or anything. It's a stupid o'clock at night and I can't sleep. I did my nails. So what I thought I would do is I'm gonna use one of these. And I also got these brushes. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 of them. And they're all, you know, acrylic ones. They have these pretty diamondy things in. I thought I would just have a go and see, you know, if these brushes are any good. Because sometimes you use them and they're really crap. Because I did try to use this one. I think it was this one. It was really weird. I don't know, I think it might have just been me. But I figured I would have a go and, you know, use my other ones. But also, I got some of these. These. They're called popits or duo foams. So I did my nails using these. And it turned out actually pretty alright. I mean, this one I added extra, you know, an extra layer once it was done, and whereas this one I left it exactly how it came out on the form, obviously except from filing and stuff. I did use Nails warm beige. Is it warm beige? I will check, one sec. Yes, warm beige. As well as Nails medium speed acrylic liquid. So I will be using Nails liquid again, but I thought I'll do a video to show how I did the popits and obviously how you use them, but also whilst giving my opinion on these brushes, because as you can see they're really pretty. They are very, very pretty. My light's probably getting in the way, but they are very, very, very pretty. So I thought I would have a go and see, you know, and give my opinion on these brushes, as well as obviously show you how to do the poppet thing, use on a not so natural finger. But please bear with me. This is like, I'm not really good at making these video things. So to start with, you measure your finger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip my phone stand thingy down so that you can see whilst I'm working with the nails. So if you just bear with me. Okay. Oh, good. I'm not really good at all this thing. I'm hoping to get a new stand or whatever it's called. So let me just take all these lids off, because as you can see they're all different sizes. I'll show you. So you've got all different sizes. So, and they've all got these diamond edge things. So I like sparkly things. So what we're doing is, this is my medium speed in there. So we're going to get one of these poppets. And obviously if this was a natural nail you would prep it. You would file it, buff it, take the cuticles off, take any dead skin off, file it, to obviously take the natural shine off your nail. You would prep it with dehydrator and primer, as well as some people put 2 coats of primer. I do both. Sometimes I do 1, sometimes I do 2. And then obviously you would get your poppet and just check. That one's a bit big. Let's see if I got any smaller one. Let's have a look. It's not thingy. I've got quite a few of these. You get these on eBay. So this one seems to fit. So what we'll do is, I'm going to try the different ones. I'm going to use a pink, so you can see it. But this one I mixed myself. I've not actually used it yet. I mixed all 5. I think there was 5 of the NSI powders. There was 5 different shades of pink, and I mixed it all together to make this shade. So I will show you what it looks like. Hang on. Should I move this forward? No, move it backwards. Move it backwards. There we go. Okay. So let's have a look what colour it is to start with. So obviously you should do this, and then okay. It's very pink. I don't know if you can tell. It looks okay. So what we'll do is, I quite like this one, I think. I'm not sure. This was supposed to be a size 10, but the person that I ordered this from kept sending the wrong size. I ordered 2 or 3s of this size. This is more like a 6, I think. Because I got this one and then this one, which is exactly the same colour brush, except it has this on the end, which is perfect for making globes with gel. I'll show you, I'll do that in another video if anyone's interested. But also, it's a square brush, so that's good for gel, but I don't use it. Okay, so let's do this poppet. So we've got the poppet. So we're just gonna wing it, basically. And so if you just thingy, dip it in your acrylic liquid, and then obviously wet your brush, and then pick up some powder, dust off any extra if it doesn't monomerize or polymerize or whatever the word's called, and then you put it on, wet your brush if it's a bit dry, and then you just sorry, my nail's in the way, and then you just keep maneuvering this thing. I don't know what's on, but you just keep spreading it on, basically. I just keep doing it. You don't need to worry too much about what's it called, you know, setting. That's it, setting, because you would I get sidetracked easily, sorry. You would stick another clear layer or pink if you wanted on top of it when you're ready to stick it on your nail, but I find it easy just to do it this way first, and then when you've got the consistency you want, so obviously you don't want to pool it in there. I'm stood there and I'm not even sure if you can see it properly. I'm really sorry if you can't, but here we go. So basically you've got to make sure it's obviously all round, because when I was doing this on my nail, can you see this way? You see how it's only thin here? It doesn't really matter there, but down the edge here where it goes on your actual nail, if that's like see-through-ish, I noticed that it come up and it was like really, can you see on my nail here? It's chipped. That was because I didn't put enough product on, I'm going to assume. So what you do is you get it, and some people do it that way. I don't. I do it from the top and press it down so it's on, and I hold it there for a little while. You do need to go around it. Anything that smidges out, you do need to clean off, obviously, with your brush, and clean that off, because obviously you don't want minging nails. It's not as easy as people seem to make it out, or it looks really easy, but it really isn't. So when I was doing my one hand, I actually cheated slightly. Let me just move this out of the way. Put the lid on. Move this. I actually got my pinching tool, and put it on my finger like this to hold. Oh, pop right off there. That was a bit crud. Let's just thingy that off again. One sec. Hang on. I'm really clumsy. I'm not a pro either, by the way. I don't advertise being a pro either. So let's put that back on. Okay, so it's really hard. I'm not really good with the whole camera thing. And you just hold it on. It's probably easier on like an actual person because you can see what you're doing. Obviously you have to wait for this thing to set, which is hard. I just get a tool and tap when I think it's done. But you do have to clean, because I've noticed, like, you know, where it squidges out. Oh, that's pretty easier than, see, I learned something even whilst I'm trying to do this.
I think what he was trying to say was he's going to punch you so many times around the genital area that your dick's just going to fall off.
Oh, there you go. It's probably easier to use one of these, I've just realised. As you can see, that's now stuck on. So just leave that there for a little while. As you can see. I just want to show you something. When I was doing this, I didn't clean underneath, you know, with one of these. So I don't know if you can see. Probably, yeah. And here. Oh, it's really hard. Oh, there you go. See here? It's really thingy, and under here there's extra acrylic. So obviously, like when you do with forms and stuff, it would be, you know, a bit easier, I would suppose, you know, because it always is smooth, whereas this would be smooth on the top. I'll show you. You see how this is smooth? I didn't actually file. See how these are smooth? Other than the shape of the nail, I didn't actually file this, except from around the cuticle area, of course. But actually they came out super shiny, super smooth, and they are a lot easier to use. So let's just, so you pinch and then, and there you go, there's a nail. And now I personally it's my preference, because this nail, I only did these, I'd say about 5 or 6 hours ago, and this nail popped off, and this is doing it like this. So my personal opinion is, after you've pinched it, so let's pinch this, is to add another layer or two, you know, to build the apex, because obviously this pinged like that. I wasn't actually, I think I was pulling my socks up and it just pinged off, which was really irritating. Oh look, see, just pinged right off, and that's with a bit of pressure. So it isn't as easy as you might think. I think if you, once you get your hang of it, it actually does turn out better. But I would recommend adding an extra, at least 1 or 2 coats on top. Once you've got it on your finger and it's set, I would recommend at least 1 or 2 more coats of acrylic powder. So whilst we're at it, I will see about these brushes, because when I was using this one, which is a size 12 brush, it was quite hard to use when I was doing someone's nails, so maybe I was just tired, I'm not sure. See, because it does soak the water up quite a lot, these brushes, because as you can see, I'm not taking much water off, I'm just... So, because it did when I was doing it, because I think I used this one as well, and the acrylic was getting stuck and caught in the bristles, which was really irritating. But I think I would recommend saying that you need quite a wet brush, obviously, to pick up these, as you can see, because when I did it,
will. It's just
You can see.
I prefer not to.
I think you idiots are perfect. You're officially transferred.
Okay, so that one seems okay now. Let's try this one. I will be putting some review videos of some of the products I've recently got. I quite like nails. I do quite like this pink that I've made with all the see, that's quite nice, that colour. So I've lost a brush. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's right here in front of my face. This is the one I was using to start with. See, when you want to just thing it, you drop it, as you saw, then it just sticks. So we got this one I've never used either as well. This blue, this is a soft blue. And then, nope, see? See, that one's not easy to use. Alright, this one's not so bad. So this one's quite hard to use, but maybe that's because it's new. So I think we'll have another go at this. So let's try this brush. Okay. So
nobody in the system knows you're here, right? Nobody. You get kicked out of school, your monkey ass is getting kicked out of Jump Street. Rule number 2. Do not have sexual relations with students or teachers, sir. You hear that? That's you. Don't do it, man. Keep that dirty dick in your pants. Don't fuck no students. Don't fuck no teachers. Sir, I know we come off as a couple of lady killers, but I promise you we will be super professional on the job. Clearly I wasn't talking to you, big titties. I was talking to your partner over here. Fake ass handsome McGee. When I'm talking to him, I'm talking to him. When I say shut the fuck up, I'm talking to you. Now you two sons of bitches in my office now.
So I've done it again. So what I'm going to do is, because this is, as you can see, it's kind of curved, and obviously the nail isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an extra layer, because maybe that's why it come off. So let me clean this brush a bit. Okay, so let's try it now. So
whatever he took, the lab had never seen it before. Now you can see this kid's right. That means people actually give a shit. Sir, I just want to throw out to you that I would give a shit if he was black. Right now, HFS is contained right there at Sagan High. Now, once this drug breaks containment, it goes viral in a few days. Jinko.
okay, so as you've just seen,
I enrolled you in a bunch of bullshit courses, like photography and drama. Get in with the burnouts and the cool kids, find out who's slanging this shit. Schmidt. Since you were a virgin through high school, says it? No. I just assumed due to your many years on the honor roll and your membership to the juggling squad. Juggling society. Fine this way. They're stealing equipment from the chemistry lab. That's what we think they cooked them in Delphi. I enrolled you in the honors chemistry. There's your new identities. All right? Brad and Doug McQuaid. The mission is this.
So it's still, sorry the video's taking so long, and sorry I'm quiet a lot, because when I, you know, when I'm thinking, I do find it hard to, you know, talk and thingy at the same time. I have autism, so I do this sort of thing to keep me, you know, entertained and occupied. So let's have a look. No, it's still soft. So I do like these. They do turn out really nice. Obviously they didn't turn out the shape, because they turned out the shape of the nail that you think, but you do file it and stuff into that shape. So yeah. So it is boring, I know. So I'm gonna do, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do a couple of review videos. You know, like I got some Madam Glam, yeah, that's it, Madam Glam nail polishes, as well as what else did I get? I got some OPI. I got some Elite 99, I think it was. I got a Bellanin or something like that. I can't pronounce it. So still soft. So obviously I don't want to pull it off and it be thingy. So let's just keep hold of it and hope it sticks this time. Yeah, I got these. I did get, my sister, should I say, my twin sister bought me these, but, well, not these, but the exact same type of brushes, but, you know, nail art brushes instead of acrylic brushes. So I will try and do a video using them brushes, but I like really don't want to wreck them, you know, because they're so sparkly and shiny. Oh, and I also got this brush. I use it for, you know, dusting the dust off. On eBay, it was £1, 99p actually, 99p. I think I actually won this for 98p, but I kind of thinking about going and getting another one, because as you can see I use teal, so I would like a bluish blue teal, or maybe even a black, or even a white might be nice, you know, so it looks nice. So I'm trying to get it, and I have most of my tools of this metallic iridescent stuff. Okay, so it's hardish now. So you squeeze, and then you play with it, you know, twist it side to side. And then you don't have to do this, but I personally want to do this for my own peace of mind, basically, because as you can see, I'm hoping you can see anyway, let's use this, you can still see the nail underneath, and it's quite thin, so it's quite thin. So I will file it off in a bit, and I will put pictures and stuff on my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I will put all the links, if you'd like, in the description below. So okay. So I'm hoping you can see. I'm hoping to get like a new camera holder thingy, so it comes from above. That way you can hopefully see better. So basically you tap and press and get it. This is kind of like easier if you want to get it to fit the nail snug. I'm gonna say snug because it's like my new favourite word at the minute. But you know, like to fit your nail perfectly without actually having a tip. That way it starts off with a base nail, then you can work on top of that. So it's quite easy if you want to do it like that. But once you get your hands used to it, I'm going to assume you know, it will be easier to use. I'm going to assume. you know, and then you won't have to do it this, you know, won't have to do it like this. So, because obviously you have to have a good apex and all that sort of thing. Now I have got on order, I'm not sure when it will arrive, but I have got on order this polygel stuff. So it's hopefully that will arrive sooner rather than later, and I can test it for you, show you how to use it, if or at least, you know, you see me using it for the first time, because I've never actually used it, but I've seen loads of, you know, reviews and videos and thinking, oh, I wonder if, you know, especially because like my twin sister, for example, she is allergic to acrylics. She doesn't have a lot of a reaction, but she does have a slight reaction to the Nail Nails Max Adhesion stuff. And I have a friend who's also allergic to acrylic nails, having acrylic nails, the products. She has a slight reaction to the Max Adhesion stuff. In fact, I'll show you whilst that's drying up a bit. This is the Max Adhesion. It's nail nails. You should really check out Kirsty Meakin on this channel, because she is absolutely amazing. And some of the videos she does is really smart, and I love some of the stuff she does. So that's one layer. As you can see, look, the brush has gone all ugh. And that's even, you know, dipping it in and cleaning it. Because I don't like it when the brushes do that. It really does wind me up. So, and that's just one layer, as you can see. So I'm going to do quite a wet bead this time. And then, oh crap, ignore that. Maybe not so much wet. So quite a large bead this time. And then put it on. And then, excuse the telly, my son's that noisy because I'm told he has Asperger's syndrome, and he's upstairs. He's actually quiet at the minute, which I know that sounds horrible, but it's lovely when he's quiet, and you know, he's not in my face all the time, because he gets very, very much a handful sometimes. I love him to bits. He's a really good kid, you know, and he's got the biggest heart you'll ever see in some people, and he gets bullied and stuff, but he's upstairs playing on the computer thing, making parkour. I think that's what he called it, parkour thing on Minecraft. It's really weird, but if it keeps him quiet, I'm happy. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying then. So I'm just putting a slight bit more now nearer to the cuticle. And then... Are you using one of my nails? Okay. Can I just watch? That's him being a noisy little bugger. He's supposed to be upstairs in his room. Okay, so as you can see now, it's a bit thicker. I'm hoping you can see anyway, because I don't know, this, considering I've got the S8 Plus, it's not as I don't know what the word is, you know, the camera from an out, you know, like as you can see right here. Let's see if you can see. See if I'm looking at the thing, but when I bring it closer, it doesn't seem to want to thingy. Will that work? Oh, there you go. See, slightly thicker. So that's pretty much what you want. And you want a test pinch, which this seems to be okay now to do. So, I love this pinching tool, although I've got like stars stuck to it. So you pinch side to side. I usually give it a bit of a squeeze, not much. Although if I do that, my nieces tend to, well, my one niece, she whines. It hurts. I can just put the pincher on and she whines that it hurts. She's a bit soft, but she's lovely. All the kids, I think all of them are nice. But yeah, just let's flip that over so I can clean this brush off, because it's, as you can see, it's really weird. And you know, considering it started off like like that, and it's gone all minging and fluffy, even though I'm cleaning it off, you know, like you do. You know, to try and clean some of it off. I'll dip it in acetone later though, you know, and try and clean it off that way usually. Well, considering like when you want to use it, you know, to do nails, a full set of nails, I was trying to do my niece's nails with these, the other brush, and it was really, really hard. So as pretty as these are, I don't particularly like them just yet. I might get used to them, but you never know. Some miracles might happen. But yeah, I will do, that's my, I do think these are actually, hang on, I do think they are really pretty. Excuse me, I'm really crap at this stuff. I do like them. I do like them, they're really pretty. I just, they're a lot harder to use than my other brushes. I mean, I have this brush, although I have no idea where it came from. I got it with a kit that I bought off a lady when I first decided to start doing nails again. And then I have these, which I haven't used yet, but they're like my normal brushes that I use. And I have, you know, the ones that are like, got like a swirly design on. You get them on eBay, they're quite cheap. But they are actually one of my favourite brushes to use. These are called stable brushes. I think I paid £1.99 for them. I think there was 5 or 6, so I've not tried these ones yet, but I'm hoping they're alright. But these was like £3 each. I'm hoping that they get better the more usage you get in them, but I'm not 100%. This is my workstation, so we've got my thing. So, oh, it's pulled the star off. There was a star stuck inside when I was doing my little niece's unicorn iridescent-y glittery nails for Christmas. She's obsessed with unicorns. I don't get what it is about unicorns. I mean, they're cute and all, but I really don't get why people are obsessed with unicorns. So, it's my drawer full of crap down here. I don't use them square buffer blocks. I actually use these. I can get in all the nooks and crannies, you know, when you're doing nails, because I don't even know why. I personally prefer this. So, I mean, they do turn out really nice, these nails, as you can see, because mine are really pretty. I actually really like them. And I mean, I suppose like for when you're doing your own nails, because I literally can't use this hand to do nails. I feel like a weirdo, and I do struggle. So this hand turned out pretty good, and this hand turned out alright as well. So I suppose for